I guess I'm just a play date to you.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I love being here with you. Thank you so much. And I'm quickly Pakka Saj going to put this background music description, like the link in the description box below. So have a look. And how are you? What's up? How is Sunday treating you? How was your last weekend? How was your last whole week actually? And just check in, introspect, see how the week was. How did you feel? Did you get closer to your goals, or did you kind of slipped off and you wish to start back again? So let's say you said that you're not going to eat something and you had more of it, or you binge eat it, and you binge ate it and now you are guilty about it. It could be anything, okay? Maybe you have promised that you're going to work out and you couldn't work out because maybe you did not have the energy to do it or the want to do it. So just kind of just sit down and introspect and see, so as to how the last week was and what can you do today to make your next week better. Okay, so I don't want you to kill yourself. I don't want you to just torture yourself for not being able to achieve a certain goal. But I really need you to sit down and I really need you to see and just see how can you make this better. Okay, now coming to today's Sunday topic, it's actually something that I think a lot of people would get help out of, and that would be relationships and breakup actually. Yeah, so it's a very sensitive topic, and it can be really sensitive for someone who is just going through it, and it can be a great topic for someone like me who has gone through it and the clouds are gone and it's completely okay. Like I'm fine being single and all of these things because I've accepted like this is what my life is. So I'm really sorry if you are someone who is watching this and you're going through it, but I promise you, like, look at me. I've been through breakup. So many other people have gone through even worse things. Like, this is nothing. It's like a speck of dust in the things that possibly go wrong in this world. But I need you to look at me, and I need you to know that even I was once where you are, and irrespective of who we are, what we are, or how much money we have, how great we look, and all of these things, it really doesn't matter. Heartbreak does not really differentiate according to caste, gender, financial status, and all of these things, does it? I don't think so. So we are all humans at the end of the day. We may or may not have a different threshold of emotions and the way we deal with life, but it's there, and it can be really, really painful, especially when there is no manual so as to how to deal with it. Okay, so I have already spoken about this as well on Quora a lot, and 99.99% of the things that I've mentioned there is like absolute plain truth. Like, this is one thing that I believe in, that if you really want to help someone and if you have gone through something, don't sugarcoat it. Like, just be as honest as possible, and maybe out of that honesty someone is going to be able to get something, pick something, and it may or may not end up changing their life. And that is exactly what I did on Quora. I am, and I will be just working with honesty, speaking with honesty, and everything that I am saying, everything that I have said, and everything that I'm going to say is going to be something that I have experienced most of the times. Okay, so just speaking about heartbreak and everything, it's okay. Okay, it happens, and when it happens it feels like इससे ज़्यादा बुरी चीज़ दुनिया में कुछ नहीं हो सकती है. I don't want to eat, I don't want to drink, I don't want to study, I don't want my career, I don't want money, I don't want to lose weight, I don't want anything. I am okay. I just want him or her back. I just want to see him. I just want to be with him. I just don't want him to be with anyone else. I just want him for me. Okay, he said that he loved me, she said that she loved me. Where is she now? Where is that love? Where did the person go? She was in love with me yesterday. What happened to her today? And it's like so many questions. And if God would come downstairs, like on earth, and it would, like, they would ask you to have one wish, I know you would just tell, take this pain away, or just make him or her come back in my life, right? Like, that is what we would say. But as difficult and as hard as it might sound right now, or look right now, or feel right now, just always remember, it's never, never, listen to me, okay? It's never ruined, okay? You can come back from anything, and especially just speaking about breakups and everything, I think we take our lives and love too seriously, you know. So at least I'll just speak for myself, because I don't know about anyone else. I don't know how your relationship is, but just speaking about myself, I always had this tendency that, you know, once you fall in love and once someone else says that he or she is in love with you, that's it. Like, that's like, you know, Fevicol ka betod jod, and it has to be there for the rest 50-60 years of your life that you spend on the earth, and being a physical being, you know. So that happens, and like, this is the kind of person and woman that I was. I used to believe that absolutely, I don't believe in these things right now. I am not really about casual relationships and, you know, just dating for fun and all of these things. I don't really have time or energy for that. Maybe in future I will. I don't right now. But you know, I was a closed door when it came to relationships, okay? So to me, it is like girlfriend, boyfriend, husband and wife, married, and then, and you celebrate 35-50 years of golden and silver jubilee anniversaries, and that kind of girl, okay? Until I went through 2 relationships, and it just taught me so many things about the world. So when I sit back today and when I think about yesterday, so as to why was I in the last relationship and why I was pushing through when I knew for a very long time that this is not going to work out. So just this one thought inside of my head that made me believe, okay, Ankita, you know what? Maybe it's just the distance, okay? Maybe it's just that you are growing, maybe he's growing, and maybe, you know, it's just the time, maybe it's not the right time and something is off. I was just blind towards the things that he was making me feel, and probably he was also blind towards the things that I was doing wrong and I was making him feel. So it's not like he was the one who was wrong and because of him we broke up. It was both of us together equally, and a relationship is always about 2 people. So a lot of relationships always end up being, you know, it's a fight against each other, and that's where I think a lot of us go wrong. We start bringing each other down, okay? No, it's your mistake. No, your mistake. No, your mistake. No, your mistake. No, you're supposed to apologize. No, you're supposed to message me first. No, you're supposed to call me first. And just, you know, all of these things. And it's just like, that's not what love is. That's one thing I know. I don't know what love is not. Like, I don't know what love is, but I definitely know what love is not, and this is not what love is. Love does not makes you feel exhausted. Love does not makes you feel suffocated, and love does not makes you feel like dying. Okay, you don't feel like just shutting off from the world and not wanting to eat and not wanting to get better and everything. If anything at all, love is supposed to elevate you, okay? Love is supposed to push you to be better, to do better, to think better, to eat better. So it's like, it's a relationship where both of you are supposed to grow together, and sometimes maybe one person grows a little too much and also grows out of this relationship, okay? And it's like, you know, we need to cut people some slack. So let's say my boyfriend was in love with me, and then he went somewhere else, he found someone else, and now he thinks that another girl or that another guy is better for him or her, and they end up dating and all of these things. So the first question that would come to my head is like, was I not good enough? And like, what is something that I don't have that she has that makes you fall in love with her? But that's not what love is. Love is not just about me being perfect, okay? You could be the most beautiful girl or most handsome guy, you could have all the money in the world, you could give them the world, you could write books about them, you could write movies about them, and you could just give them the world, but they would still not love you. So does it has anything to do with you, or does it has everything to do with them? Okay, so it's not about you, it's about them. It's about how they look at the world, it's about how they deal with life and people, okay? So if I am not ready for a relationship at this point, it does not mean that I don't have good guys around me that I could possibly date, and I know they like me, and if we move ahead we could get something, just rolling together. But it's not like they don't have anything to offer me. They have everything that I want in a man, but it's just that I am not ready to commit. I'm not ready to be in a relationship, and I just don't want, to be in that kind of place again. So it's just that my mind and body, it's not ready. Okay, and this happens a lot of time when two people are together also. So it's not about you spend 4 years, 5 years and nothing is going to go off. You could get married, you could have kids, you could be the best partner in the world, you could be there for them when they don't have anything, and one day they would wake up, they would find another person, a girl or a boy, they would end up doing something that you would possibly not expect them to do, something like cheating or lying to you, and it's like one day they wake up and it's just changed. Okay, and even the person who is doing this wrong does not even realizes the intensity of the thing that they have done. Okay, so it's you can't really blame the person. You can't really blame. I'm not saying that cheating is correct and you should do it and you should forgive. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to forgive and move on. It's up to you if you want to hold on to the grudge. But there is one thing that I would like for you to know, that to be angry, you have to do it all day, every day. If I want to hate someone, it takes a lot of my time and energy and my resources and my emotions. But if I have to forgive someone, I just have to do it once and it's gone. So I just have to say, even if the person is not apologizing, I just have to say, I forgive you, and it's done. Okay, I forgive you. It's okay. You did something, but it's okay. Like, what can we do about it? What can I do? Can I kill you? Can I kill the other girl? Can I kill the other guy? Or can I just shoot both of you down? Can I be violent? Or can I just let it go? Because anyway, if the person has done something wrong and he's accepting it and he's apologizing about it, he comes back to you, you forgive him. But if you always are going to talk about that one instance where it all changed, believe me baby, it has changed and it's never going to get back to normal again. So it's better that you either learn to live with it, accept it, or you forgive him or forgive her really, really well and try to move on together or separately. It's up to you. It's a decision that you have to make. But if it makes you feel like a piece of shit, if it makes you feel pathetic, if it makes you feel like, was I not good enough? Like what did I not give you that you had to go outside and get it? If it always makes you feel that way, then probably you are not really in a position to be with them and move on together. Maybe eventually you can forgive them. That's what I have done. That is something that has worked very beautifully with me. I just forgived, I just forgived myself for doing some wrong things. I forgived him for, not just like, it's not like that, two people are not in love. Love is of course still there. Like, you spend 2 to 3 to 4 years with someone, you grow with them, you see them changing, and there are so many memories, there are so many things that you do together, and it's just, maybe your life's first kiss and your just first physical relationship, intimacy and all of these things. It happens with that one person and it's beautiful. But just because it's beautiful, it doesn't really mean that it has to last. Like, maybe like life is unfair, life is tough, things happen, people change, people move on, people make mistakes, you make mistakes, I make mistakes, I fall out of love, people fall out of love, I fall in love with someone I'm not supposed to fall in love with, and things just happen. It's life. So we can't really put ourselves in a box and say, no, you said that you love me, so you still have to love me, you have to be in love. You can't really do that to a person. If a person wants to break up, if a person wants to move on, there is nothing in this world that you could possibly do or become or give to make them come back to you. It's not happening. It doesn't work this way. Okay? So if a person has moved on and maybe you are still standing where you were standing and fall in love here, both of you, and now this person has just left and it's just all you're still here where you fell in love for the first time, and it hurts and I know it. But how are you planning to spend the rest of your life in this one place when the other person, a very important key, is not here? So I need you to take a deep breath, okay? If you feel like crying, please cry. If you feel emotional, if you feel like just doing something else and not watching this video, do it, okay? But it's like, when there is a wound and it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, I press it so hard that either I become immune to it or either the pain leaves, okay? It's just either of the one thing, because I can't really just go there and keep on hurting myself. So it's like, you have a knife, okay, and you know that this knife is cutting you, but you still cut yourself over and over and over again, and then you say, hey, I am bleeding, but I am bleeding, what do I do? You are bleeding because you are cutting yourself, okay? And this cut, it's not even physical, okay? This cut is emotional, it's mental, it's in your brain, so you can't even see the wound. And when you can't see the wound, you can't even fix it. You don't know how intensely wrong it is, okay? So this is one thing that I need you to understand. If you are on that side of the place where the person you were in love with has broken up and has left, I am sorry that I have to be the one to give you this news, but there is a huge, huge, huge chance that they are probably not going to come back. And the good news is, it's for the best, okay? I need you to write this down somewhere, and maybe 2 to 3 months from today, or maybe 2 weeks from today, or maybe a year from today, you're going to realize that, yeah, Ankita was right when she said that it always, always, always gets easier and it gets better, and 100% time heals, okay? Time definitely helps in healing wounds. And one day, just imagine, okay? Just imagine one day, like you and I can sit together and we can just, talk about this one heart-wrenching breakup that we had, but it's okay, and the person is happy, he or she is with someone else, you are with someone else, I'm with someone else, or I have a crush on this another guy, and I am looking into things, maybe it will work out great, maybe it won't, but it's just the fun of life, okay? It's like, I understand, we want to spend our life with that one person, and that person has to be there, but if for whatever reason, universe or God takes that person away from you, that usually always means that you are going to get something much, 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 much better. Like I can say this to you, like it's always like, if you have been 2 or 3 relationships, abhi khud hi socho, how was your first boyfriend, how was the second boyfriend, and if you're in a relationship right now, how is your how is your third partner? And I don't want to sound like someone who is forcing you to, go through 2 or 3 or 4 relationships, but it's just, yeah, I mean, it's life, yeah, things happen, and like what I don't want to give a wrong message, but what I'm trying to say is, it's like, it's life, okay? And love is one of the most beautiful thing in this world. Be in love. If you are in a committed relationship, God bless you. May you always be in love. May you always grow in love. May your partner always be in love with you. But one day, just in case, I never hope and pray this for anyone, okay? But just in case, if you don't have it for whatever reason, I need you to know that universe has planned something much, 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 much better for you, and it's going to work out just okay. Just imagine, you were alive before you met them, right? I was alive before I met him, and I led 18-20 years of my life very happily without him, and I can lead next 20, 30, 40 years of my life without him also, okay? It doesn't matter. If I will just sit and crib about it, I will find 100 reasons to crib about everything, okay? But if I really want to make it better, I just need one good reason, and that is, I am alive, I still have time, I am young, and I still have so many other, hot men or guys or potential men to date or to be in a relationship or just hang out, okay? Just hang out, just be with people. You know what your boundaries are, respect them. If you're someone who likes to go out and be on dates and eat good food and spend some time, like it's very normal, okay? So if you're in a committed relationship, there are pros and cons to it. If you're not in a committed relationship, there is pros and cons to it. And in either of the case, I like to focus on the pros, okay? So if I'm not in a relationship, I can talk to anyone, I can flirt with anyone, I can speak the way I want to, and I can be wherever I want to. I'm not committed. I am not really thinking 100 times before I do something, say something, speak to someone, or how would he feel, how would she feel, blah 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 blah. How does it matter? I am on my own, I am my own boss, and I can be the way I want to, I can date them when I want to. So I always like to focus on the good, okay? This does not mean that I'm doing these things, it's just that, okay, even if I am, it's my life, it's my choice, and that's who I am. If someone cannot accept it, it's their problem. How is that your problem? How does that has anything to do with you? It's their issue, okay? So I just need you to have a good laugh, just chill, it's okay, things happen, and एक बार प्यार हुआ था फिर से हो जाएगा. It's like, it's a circle of life. You meet people, but I can just promise you one thing, that one day you are going to wake up, and this pain that you feel right now, it's going to be like non-existent. It's not going to be there, because I have had times where I was like, okay, my heart is in my mouth, I think I'm having a heart attack, I think I'm going to die, and this is never getting better. And I'm sitting here in front of you today, and I think I am so happy, I'm so grateful for all that has happened, for all the men that have left, for all the men that I have left, and XYZ, the whole kahani and the whole vicious cycle of all of these things. I am so happy today, okay? And if I can do it, if I can come from a place like that to here, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It's not rocket science, okay? I'm not asking you to be on Mars. I'm just asking you to control the most powerful thing in this face of earth, and that's your own mind. So you just need to use your own mind, and you have to stop cutting yourself, okay? You have to stop cutting yourself with your thoughts. You have to stop cutting yourself by speaking about them, thinking about them, looking at them, stalking their new girlfriend. How does it help? It doesn't help. Let it be. Bless them, bless their relationship, let them move on, try to move on, find something to do with your life. Take a deep breath and just see how beautiful this world is. Just see how beautifully your lungs breathe for you. Just see how beautifully your body moves for you. Just see how beautifully your hands move with you. Just see how beautifully you can sing, you can dance, you can understand, you can read, you can comprehend, you can do so many things, and there is so much to do. Okay, so I am not going to sit here and crib about that one thing, that one person who fell out of love with me. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. You don't love me. Thank you for saying that to me. Move on. Find something else. And I hope you always find the best of the things in this world, because you deserve it. You deserve it. I deserve it. He deserves it. All of us deserve it. Okay. So just okay. Take a deep breath. And always remember, it always gets better. Always.